Park is a remake of an older game called Chinatown. Chinatown is a game it's considered a classic. And here they've completely rethemed it into building an amusement park, a waterfall park, which looks really, really cool. The theme isn't necessarily super strong. You're building this park, but it doesn't really matter what you're building. But I still like this redone theme and the redone components of it. It's a lot more interesting to me than Chinatown. Waterfall Park is a negotiation game through and through. Let me show you. So this is Waterfall Park. You see there's this beautiful board here, and there are numbered spots from 1 to 81. Each player is going to get a bunch of tokens of their color. And the game's going to take place over 4 rounds. And in each round, you'll see there's a certain number of cards that are going to be dealt to players where they'll discard 2. And then after that, they're going to get a certain number of attraction tiles. Once everyone has discarded their cards at the beginning of the game, players are going to put out these tokens on the different spots on the board to show that you control it. So here I have, for example, 23 and 22, which is pretty nice. And there's little holes in the board so that these pieces, once you put them in, will stay there. I also have 14, which is pretty good. That's close to the other ones. And then I have 59, which is way over here. And I have 61. And other players can be placing their markers on the board too. Then you'll get the attraction tiles handed out to you. And these attraction tiles are going to be different types. Like here you see movies. Here I see the little water slides. Here is a nice place to hang out. Here's a little fun house. And so you get these tiles. And then at that point, you've complete open negotiations. And you can trade anything for anything practically. So let's say, for example, Pink has a location here, and I might say, hey, Pink, I'll give you 59 if you give me 24. Okay, that's an easy trade to do. But trades can get even more complicated because you can trade any of your attraction tiles. You can also throw money, points, which they are basically into the deal. And so you're doing all sorts of things. The problem is, once you put a location on the board, so if I put a movie theater location into this spot, that's stuck there. I can still trade it away to somebody else if I want to, but it's stuck there. And what I'm trying to do is trying to build these, because once everyone's done trading, everything is going to provide income. Now, income up here near the top of the board, you're going to see for connected attractions. Doesn't matter really how they're connected, as long as they're connected. If it's complete, so for example, this water slide here requires 5 tiles to be complete. If I have all 5 tiles, I'll get 12. But if I only have 3 of the 5 tiles, I'll get 5. So you can see for a complete attraction of 3, 4, and 5, you'll get 6, 9, or 12. And for an incomplete, whether it's 1, 2, 3, or 4, you get 1, 3, 5, or 7. Everyone gets their income, and you start another phase. After the end of the game, you're going to see who has the most money, and that person is the winner. I said at the beginning of this that Waterfall Park is a negotiation game, and you need to know that going in, because if you do not like negotiating with other people, you will hate this game. That's all this game is. You pick your stuff at the beginning. You're never going to, unless you get super lucky, draft tiles where you'll be able to build something. So you're going to be forced to trade with other people. And is an uneven trade worth it? I'll trade you 2 properties for 1. I'll trade you this property and this tile for 5 gold and this. And knowing the value of it is going to be tough. And I think some people are going to struggle with that part of this game. I think some people are going to struggle with, okay, how much is everything worth? And you're going to have to come down to it. I give this game an 8 out of 10. I really enjoy it. I think it has streamlined some of the things from Chinatown, not just in how it looks, but also in rules. But it's very, very simple. If I make a deal with somebody, and as soon as we exchange stuff, it's done. But up to that point, everything's binding. I can be like, on next turn, if I draw a roller coaster tile, it's going to you. I draw one, and I'm like, change my mind. Now, that's not going to really do you well or endear you to your fellow players. But there's a lot going on. And honestly, in this game, the best negotiator is going to win. And so it can be really tough. You want everything out there. You want to connect your pieces. You want the tiles that are drawn. There's a smidge of luck, obviously, in where you get tiles. If someone's building a big section and I get the 2 tiles that go right in there, that's really good for me. I have a lot of negotiation power. Or if I need some more nightclub tiles and I draw them, well, yay for me. But overall, this is a game that is only 4 rounds and it does not overstay its welcome. The box here says 45 minutes. I think that's pretty accurate, although I can see it going to an hour. But that's both that doesn't seem too long, but it will feel long when you're playing this sense because it's very much you are involved every moment of this game. So very much a fun one, a nice reprint. That's Waterfall